Liam, I want to talk to you about frustration. Why, oh why, is this a problem? I don't feel like there's the ability for someone that cares about the environment to be able to do anything. I try and be environmentally friendly. I try and recycle and use my car less. I'm thinking about the environment all the time, but yet I find it really hard to do anything environmentally friendly, or at least what I think is environmentally friendly. I tried to buy some socks, just some normal black socks, and they were $6.99 I think for a pair of 5 pairs of socks, and then I thought, okay, no, I'm going to look somewhere else to see what the price is somewhere else, and then have a look and think, and then I think, oh no, I want to be ethical, I want to be sustainable, so okay, or what's good, organic cotton? Okay, so I'm going to look online, and I find one website that looks really good, really sustainable. They do bamboo socks or hemp socks or cotton socks, all these different materials, fast growing. And then I start thinking all these different things, like from a scientific point of view. How is the hemp grown? How is the bamboo grown? Is organic actually better? You're using less pesticides, yes, great for the workers and the environment, but to take up more land area to grow the cotton, is that such a good thing? Area that could potentially have been forest before. One pair of socks is $5.99, so I could have got 5 pairs of socks for basically £7, and they want to charge me £6 for 1 pair plus delivery. So I mean, who in their right mind in today's world is going to go, yeah, I care about the environment that much that I'm going to buy 1 pair of socks for near enough the same price as I could buy 5. Yeah, great if they last 5 times as long and I can recycle them and it has all these other benefits, but me sitting online on my laptop just trying to make that decision, no idea. Like, I haven't bought any socks yet because I'm just so confused. I'm just buying socks. I just want to buy a pair of socks, and then I start thinking about all these different interactions. It just paralyzes me into a decision where I don't actually buy any socks, and now I only have like 2 pairs of black socks. It's impractical. Impractical, as in like not practical at all. How I can get past this barrier of going to make a decision and a purchase, and then finding that a very small select of companies actually do something sustainable, and then I question whether their sustainable choice is actually sustainable. So I'm going down these different rabbit holes, but I'm just bringing up more questions for myself. And even if I did buy these socks, if I made this choice to go and buy these socks, is that even sustainable? To get it delivered to my house, is that more sustainable than going to a shop and buying some socks? Is the mass production of cotton and cotton socks through one cycled stream use less energy than to get some small grower to organically farm some cotton and then put it through a factory that probably doesn't do as many socks? What is the right decision? What is the right way forward? And I'm not going to spend all my time with everything I purchase to go down into these little details. Why not trust the producers to create something that doesn't damage the environment? Or is it just branding and eco-label that they try and frame and sell things for a profit? I mean, you hear of all these eco-products that they say is sustainable and good and benefit of the planet, when sometimes they're not really. I guess that's what I'm questioning. I'm questioning people's integrity and understanding of the environment and people and how they interact. I think that's the case. We don't have these quick options and these right decisions, like recycling in the house. There's very, very few recycling bins that have a section for waste and recycling in the same bin, like a segregated bin. In your room, you'd have like 1 bin. But I'm not going to have a recycling bin and a non-recycling bin in my room. Who has like 20 bins around their house to recycle all these different things? My point is, like, the functionality of being able to live a sustainable life, it's not there. It's not easy. And why have we not said to ourselves, how can we design sustainability to be easier? I do not know. I think we have, but it's not out there yet. It's not in the mainstream. Like, I went into W.H. Smith's today. It's massive, like, stationery retailer. I want to buy a new notebook to like write down all my ideas for the channel and like environmental ideas and things just pop into my head. Like, okay, I know recycled paper is better, so I want a recycled notebook. none of them are recycled, or at least none of them tell me that they're recycled straight away. And then I think, like, why aren't all of these made of recycled material? Why are we even still using virgin material paper? I mean, you probably need to use a percentage of it, but why is this company not being made to recycle materials? This is one of the biggest retailers, and not one of their products is recycled. And I had to go on Amazon and then look at, like, recycled notebooks, and then dive through many web pages and trying to see what the best one was that wasn't an actual rip-off, and then I just get lost. And then again, I don't buy something. I don't make that consumer decision because I'm worried I'm making the wrong decision. Again, is recycled actually better? Does it use less energy in the process? I think it does, but we've had cases where it doesn't. I think the water is just too murky in some cases, and I don't have the time or the intellect to go down scientifically into each of these products. We need a break. We need an easy solution. These mechanisms are in place where companies don't degrade the environment because they can't, or they can't make those decisions. So as a consumer, if I want a notebook and I buy a notebook, I feel like there's someone out there that's thought of every different way of which this notebook uses energy and materials along the way. That comes down to trust again. I need to be able to trust the producer who's going to look at this objectively, scientifically, and in a way that takes the whole life cycle into account. For some socks or a notebook, is the whole idea of sustainable stuff, will it just inevitably cost more, or is it just a price tag that companies just slap on and we're just being mugged off, really? It's this usability and this accessibility to a sustainable and affordable sustainable life which is just not there right now. And I think that's what we need to consider when we're designing the future and our decisions. I mean, how do we do this? Once you realise the problem at hand, going and buying socks and buying notepads and choosing what car to drive, they're actually quite big decisions, especially if everybody is making them. I mean, on the personal level, it seems ridiculous that I'm worried about socks or what I drive. But then, almost like 7 billion people need pairs of socks and notebooks and transportation. And if we don't think of how we're offering the sustainable solution to these people easy and quick, just as much as they can just walk into a store and buy it. I could have easily just gone into my local store and just got a random non-recycled notepad, but I'm thinking more. I don't think I'm your average consumer. Well, I'm not, at least not thinking like one. So Liam, I think there's a lot to think about here. I think we need to really plan ways forward and almost create like a structure of what we think is the right way forward, and a rapid one at that. I've got a lot of questions and I don't have a lot of answers right here, and I need some help, I think. Liam, thank you for listening to me and my rant and just everything around what I had to say. I'll see you on Wednesday.